Listen, I asked, she wasn't my friend. By the time I got to the 4th flight, I couldn't breathe. I was like, bruh. We don't know what's going on. We just know they was boo loving in the club, and now she called and she said she trapped. He won't let her leave, but he's the one barricaded in the room. Like you didn't even ask me because you danced, sir. Like, why'd you just rubbing your little wee-wee against my little booty? Like, why'd you even doing any of that?
Here's the motherfucking tea.
All right, so let me tell you the tea, right?
Spill the tea. What the?
Spill the tea, sis.
Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you're not new here, hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you been? Where you from? Where you at? So by the title of the video, y'all already know what's gonna be going on. Let's get straight into the story time. So boom, this takes place when I was living in New York. If y'all remember the Baby Daddy series, and I was dating my childhood best friend, I guess. His name was Blue, right? We're gonna get to a little backstory for the ones who don't know. So basically, I grew up with Blue. He was like my childhood best friend or whatever. And then he had went away. Come to find out, he had did a little bit or whatever when we was teenagers, whatever. And then when I had got with Troy, I had ran back into him, like, you know, when we had got grown and everything else. And somehow we just reconnected, we got together, whatever, like that, right? And he had 2 sisters that I knew of at the time of growing up. So these 2 sisters, if y'all know the fake aunt Storytimes, which fake aunt was my mom's best friend, that she basically, they lived together, was roommates together for years when I was young, and I would go spend the weekends over there, right? So I knew 2 of his sisters. We're gonna name one Trouble and we're gonna name one Hazel. So I knew Trouble and Hazel from growing up, but they was a little bit older than me. I would say about 4 years older than me, so I really couldn't like chill with them and stuff. But I used to see them, like when fake aunt and her kids and stuff used to throw parties at the house. I wasn't really allowed to come out the room, but you know, I was nosy and stuff. And then when I used to play outside, like I used to always see Hazel and Trouble getting in trouble, y'all, fighting. Yeah, they used to throw down or whatever like that, right? Like I said, I was still young at the time. They would see me and they would just be like, oh,
hey baby daughter, like, oh, you look cute with this outfit.
Little small talk like that. But I never really hung out with Trouble and Hazel before, right? Blue also had another sister. We gonna name her Angel, because she was like the good sister, I guess you would say. So Angel was a little bit older than us. She lived right down the block from me. And it was so crazy because she lived in the same building that Blue baby mother lived in. And you know, me and her didn't like each other either. Yeah, just go watch Baby Dad series if you want to know all that. But yeah, it was one time Blue had told me, he was telling me for a couple weeks, like, yo, it's my sister's birthday, Trouble birthday coming up, you know, like they want you to come out, they want you and Angel to go out with them. Like she had called me, I spoke to her, she wants y'all to come out with her for her birthday or whatever. So I'm like, I don't really know about that, because of course I know Trouble and I know Hazel, because of course Hazel was gonna be there because that's her sister. But I know them, but I don't know them like as far as going out to the club with them, going out to a bar with them. Like I don't really know how they really give it up. Like I don't know really like they energy for real on going out settings, if y'all get what I'm saying, right? I was kind of skeptical, but I was just like, I don't know. So Blue, he was just like, girl, you need to go out, you don't never have a good time, you don't never go out. Like it was so crazy when I was with Troy, and then when I was with Blue, it was like the total opposite. Like when I was with Troy, it was like 40 people in the crib, we getting lit all the time. And when I was with Blue, it was just like me and another friend, or me and 2 other friends, and we just, you know, having a good time. Kids is over, everybody just, you know, regular, like kid friendly, like no extra stuff involved. It was like, it was 2 different crazy relationships. Like it was a total opposite, and it was so weird because I kind of be feeling like I fumbled the bag when me and Blue broke up, but then I also be feeling like, but wasn't you going to download? Like, I don't know. But listen, anyway, back to the story. So he was telling me, like, basically, like, you never go out, Charisma. You need to go out. You need to enjoy yourself. You need to have a good time. You know, I'm here. I could just watch the kids or whatever like that. You know, a good man watching the kids while you go out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just like, listen, I'll think about it, alright? So the weekend had basically came, and he was telling me again, like, listen girl, they want to know if you going, whatever like that. So I had spoke to Angel, which is the older sister that lived down the block, and I was speaking to her about it, and she was basically saying, yeah, she going or whatever. So I was like, alright, I pull up. So we had met up or whatever. We had went out. We went to 3rd Avenue basically, and we had went shopping. We was deciding what we was gonna wear. I was like, alright, so I was gonna wear this dress or whatever. So I picked out a dress. I picked out some shoes or whatever. We had got our nails done, all this stuff. I had went to Africans, you know. I got them to do me some good old, you know, twisty twist. Like, I was trying to look good, you know. I was stepping out. And I haven't stepped out in a while. So I was trying to do my best. I'm trying to do my best. So we was sitting there. We got cute or whatever. Extra cute. So that night we was planning on meeting up. And we was planning on going out. Basically, Angel had went back to her house. And I had went back to my house, right? So I gets ready or whatever. Blue, he mess around. He comes to the house. He give me some more weed. He give us liquor. He give me some. So I'm like, yeah, everything I spent, like, he just gave me back. Like, everything I spent, he just gave me back. When it came to money, it was never an issue with Blue. What you need, how much you need, baby. What you need, baby. What you need, baby. What you need, baby. But yeah. So basically, me and Angel, we had met up or whatever, and we decided we was going to take a cab and we was going to go to Hazel House, because around Hazel House, that's where everybody decided they was going to meet up or whatever. So if y'all don't know what a cab is just a taxi, but we just call it a cab in New York, so we just going to call it a cab for this video. So cab equals taxi. So when I say it, then you know we was getting in a taxi, okay? We get in the cab or whatever, we go to Hazel House. So we sitting there helping Hazel basically get ready. Like, she asking us what should she wear. She see what we got on. Like, we got on dresses and stuff like that, little cute high boots or whatever. So she's getting dressed based on what we got on, whatever. So again, the birthday girl is Trouble. Trouble is the birthday girl. Trouble is not there yet. Trouble and Hazel, even though they're sisters, they don't live together. They got their own separate kids, own separate lives, whatever like that. We ain't for Trouble at this point because it's Trouble's birthday. I'm sorry if y'all getting mixed up all the names, alright? I'm sorry if y'all getting mixed up all the names. Just know Angel was the oldest good sister. She was a good sister that lived on my block. And just know Trouble obviously was Trouble. And just know Hazel, she was just the sister. We just helping her, whatever. We basically pre-gaming, we listening to music, like we just chatting it up, doing our thing or whatever, everybody having a good time. So we finally get dressed, then we go over to another friend house. She don't even need a name because she wasn't in story time like that. It was like a mutual friend that we all knew, but she was like an older lady or whatever. So we go to her house or whatever, everybody's still pre-gaming, we waiting for Trouble. We calling Trouble like, yeah, I'm getting in the cab, give me a minute, I'm getting in the cab. It's always the birthday girl that's late, because you know the birthday girls all gotta get extra sexy. So if the birthday girls gotta get extra sexy, that's why they be taking mad long, because you know they gotta give what it gives because it's the birthday. So we wasn't rushing her or nothing. We was all just chilling, like, you know how it is before you go out or whatever. We pre-gaming and stuff like that. Yeah, so the friend house we go to, she basically had cooked. She had cooked this big old dinner or whatever. So we eat, and you know it's like finger food and stuff, like fried chicken and stuff like that, you know. So we just putting stuff in our stomach, making sure, because when we go out we don't want to be throwing up all that stuff. We want our stomachs to be good, because we don't want to be embarrassing ourselves throwing up everywhere. So we make sure we eating it or whatever. So about 45 minutes pass or whatever, Trouble comes. Everything good, everything copacetic. So now we leaving. Trouble, one of her friends came with her. We just gonna name her friend. We don't need no extra names, bruh. We just gonna name her friend. We leave or whatever. So it's me, Angel, Hazel, Trouble, and the friend. So we get in two separate cabs. I get in the cab with Angel, and them three get in a cab. So we decide, okay, first we gonna go to this one club. This one club we went to, it was not hitting. It wasn't hitting for nothing. And I know y'all probably thinking like, okay, so it was Trouble's birthday. Why she didn't do an event? Why she didn't have nothing planned out? Because listen, y'all, who's gonna spend about $500-$600 for a whole decked out luxurious event and only 6 people show up and all they want to do is eat your food and they don't even come bearing gifts, when you could just go do mad other stuff in New York? Like, New York never sleeps. You got plenty of things to do. So people be club hopping, people go to 42nd Street. It's so many things you can do in New York. So I guess that's what she wanted to do, just free ball it out, like, okay, whatever happens happens. So like I said, the first club we went to, it was trash, it was doodle, it was whack. Now at this time when we had left the house, it was like midnight. It had just turned midnight. If you don't know New York, go out around midnight. If you go out any earlier than midnight, ain't there's nobody there yet. Ain't nobody here. People start showing up by midnight because, you know, they close at 4 a.m. and then you go to the after hour. Yeah, it don't close. Like, you see how the clubs and everywhere else we closing at 2 in the morning? Yeah, that's not New York. That's not New York. The city never sleeps, baby. Them clubs open at 4 in the morning. Then they close and the after hour spots open. Yeah, like, what y'all be talking about? Liquor stores out here closing at 7. Like, what? Who? Whatever. Anyway, back to the story. We decided we finna go to the second club, right? So we get to the second club. Y'all know the second club, I forgot what it's called. It's right across the street from that college on 149th Street in Grand Concourse, but it's a little bit down. It's between like some stores. It's 2 clubs next to each other. I think it's right across the street from Hostos College, whatever college that is on 3rd Avenue in New York. That's the club we had went to. When we had went there, y'all, the club was lit. It was just good vibes. We walked through there, like all the bars, seats and everything, it was full, so we couldn't sit there. So we went around to the back of the bar and we had went to like one of the booths or whatever. So we sat in one of the booths or whatever. They came, asked us what we needed to drink, whatever. We had all chipped in. We had got a bottle. Instead of getting separate shots and drinks and stuff like that, we had got a bottle. So we all chipped in for a bottle, whatever. Even though we was pre-gaming, it was crazy because I was already a little tipsy. But you know, when it came to a little drinky drink back then, oh baby, I don't care if I was tipsy or drunk, baby. Charisma was drinking more. Charisma was drinking more. I'm glad I'm not like that no more. Like, liquor is just so disgusting to me. Like, I can't do it. I really can't. But back then, baby, you could have stopped me. Baby, I was just getting my drink on. Drinky. Like, it was crazy. Like, we was at this club and everybody was sitting there. They was enjoying themselves. Everybody was sitting there dancing. Now, mind you, me and Angel, we the only ones, we in committed relationships. We in committed relationships with our dudes. See, Trouble and Hazel and Friend, they not in no relationship. They just free will. Like, they just could do whatever they want whenever they want. So I'm kind of feeling kind of weird because I'm like, I know I'm kind of a little tipsy and I'm dancing or whatever, but I'm making sure I'm dancing by myself. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was kind of a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie, because I was around all the Blue sisters. Mind you, I'm dating him. So why would I want to be in a club twerking it? Why would I want to be really throwing that thing back? Why would I want to be like dropping it low? Like, why would I want to be doing all that? Like, why would I want to pop, lock, and drop it? Like, why am I? And so his sister's gonna go back and tell him, and he gonna be like, "Girl, I heard you was pop, lock, and dropping it for them niggas." Like, I ain't have time for all that. So I felt kind of weird. So I was like, I ain't gonna really be up on no dudes, cause you know, sisters, they be kind of messy. Like, they be really messy, and on the low, sisters really don't even be wanting you to be with the person you is. They be wanting you to be with one of their friends, they picks. Like, girl, you not finna run his life. But anyway, everybody having a good time or whatever, right? I call Blue, I check on the kids. Hey, you and the kids good? Yeah, like, he like, girls, like, just have a good time, like, everybody's good. He even there with his son, because his baby mother, she was going out with her peoples too. So everybody dropped the kids off for Blue. One thing about it, when all the females was going out, Blue, yeah, you on call? You cooking? Bruh. Alright. We are walking back and forth out the club sometimes because we are smoking our little drinky drinks. You know what I'm saying? So we walking back out or whatever. So that's when I was on the phone with Blue or whatever. So as I'm walking back in, I'm gonna just set the scene for y'all how it look. So I first come in, right? Trouble, she at the bar with this dude. She is all hugged up on this dude. You would have thought Trouble knew this dude. No, we just met this dude in the club. Like, we only been in this club about a good 30 minutes. Trouble, they just all over each other at the bar, right? Hazel and Friend, they on the dance floor. They dancing. They just dancing. They talking to some dudes. You know, everybody laughing. Good vibes, good vibes. Club is kind of packed. Club getting real packed, right? Real packed. So then at this point, I see Angel. She on the dance floor. She, you know, doing her little two-step with her little cup in her hand. And it's a dude and near her, and he's whispering in her ear. You could tell Angel was just like, oh my God, I hope this dude just leave me alone. But you know, one thing about New York dudes, like, they don't like rejection. And one thing could lead to another real quick. So you gotta lightly let them down. You can't be like, baby, you'll be in the casket real quick. It's crazy how as females we gotta do that because we don't want to talk to a dude. For what? Just because your ego was little? Like, I said I don't want to talk to you, Roger. Go home. Like, that's how dudes always be having me feeling. But Anyway, back to the story. You could tell the dude was just sitting there whispering Angel ear. Like I said, Angel's in a full-blown committed relationship. She ain't looking no other way. You could tell she just trying to let the dude down. He just keep just whispering her ear, whispering her ear. He is not letting up. And she just like, yeah, like, just doing her little two-step dancing or whatever like that, right? Boom. So I woke up to the dance floor or whatever. I woke up to Angel because she sit here, she looking the most uncomfortable right here talking to this dude. So I woke up to Angel or whatever. I'm just fake dancing with her like, hey girl, like what's going on? She like, girl, where you been? Like, I'm so glad you came over here. Cause as soon as I walked over there, the guy, he walked off or whatever. So she was like, girl, where you been? I've been trying to get the thing out of my face. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, he trying to ask me for some of my bottle. And she was not playing with her little bottle. She was guarding the liquor. She was guarding the liquor, right? Like I said, me and Angel, we standing there on the dance. We standing on the dance floor or whatever. We dancing or whatever. I told you Hazel and a friend, they was over there dancing, talking to the guys. So they come over there with us. It's like we all meet up. So Trouble, she come over there. The dude Trouble is with, he is just behind her like a dog. Tongue just out like, like he just not letting up. Like, can she breathe? It's her birthday. Can we spend time with the birthday girl? Like, you hugging her and you just met her, sir. You just met her, sir. She don't even know you like that. Why is you hugging her? Like, I don't get it. We all on the dance floor, so we talking. So it's these other guys, they come up, they coming up behind us or whatever. They trying to dance with us. So, you know, it be kind of weird because in the clubs, they just be walking up to you, be trying to dance with you, grind on you. Like, you didn't even ask me because you dance, sir. Like, why is you just rubbing your little wee-wee against my little booty? Like, why is you even doing any of that? They try to pull one of those, and Hazel, you know, she wasn't even with it. Like, I definitely wasn't with it, but, you know, I would just, I just smiled my way out of it. You know, you always laugh your way out of some shit. I'm a nervous laugher. I would just laugh my way out of some shit. Yeah. So I just laughed my way, yeah, cause, yeah. And then Hazel, she was just like, oh no, like, what you doing all that for? Like, she basically was like, no, I don't want to dance. Like, I'm good. So the guy, he turned around, like, his friends started walking off. His friends were just like, oh, they ain't with it, they ain't with it, they ain't with it. So the guy that Hazel was talking to, and she was like, no, I don't want to dance or whatever. I guess he felt the way, and he was just like, oh,
nobody want to dance with you anyway, you ugly bee.
Okay, so Hazel was dark skinned, right? She used to wear these Hazel contacts all the time, and it just made her stand out. She had a birthmark on one side of her face, and the other side was just, you know, her regular skin. But she was really, really dark skinned. But she was a pretty chocolate girl. Like, she was okay. She was okay. She wasn't ugly. She was okay. You know, so I guess when he said that, it triggered old girl. Cause old girl started going towards dude like,
oh, who you talking to? Like, you mad cause nobody wanna
So they start getting into it or whatever. Y'all, the DJ come over there. Y'all, the bouncers start coming out of nowhere. It's a whole big thing. So, you know, in New York, baby, 6 feet. I'm back. I'm not about to sit here and fight no men, but no. So they got into a little scuffle or whatever. The dude that Trouble was with, we're not even gonna give him a name. We're just gonna call him the dude. The dude that Trouble was with, he done jumped in for old girl. He helping there. He fighting the dude. The bouncer's trying to break it up. Then the friends jumping in. Like, it could get really dangerous. Like, I'm not getting into that. So I'm standing back. Angel, she takes off. She hauls off. She starts running.
Oh my God.
She's running back towards the booth that looked like we was at. I see her grab her coat. So she come back, and I'm like, yo, what did you go over there for? Like, they fighting? Like, you're not going to try to break it up? Like, no, I'm not even trying to break it up. But I'm asking her. Because, girl, these your sisters. These not my sisters. Like, like, I'm not, like, yeah, like, one thing about it, I know a dangerous situation when I see a dangerous situation. And I wasn't about to get into this going full throttle with a whole bunch of dudes. Like, that's how Hazel was. Because Hazel, she was a brolic. I told you she used to get it in. Like, her and Trouble, they was on the dance floor doing them dudes dirty. Like, I didn't want to get into it, and Hazel or her sister make a mistake and punch me in the head. Like, I didn't want to get into that. Like, I was just like, like, I grew up watching these girls beat people in the head. Like, I'm not finna be one of them. Like, I'm finna do that. So I mind my business, and I asked Angel, like, you the older sister, ain't you not gonna help them? Like, I seen you run over there. What you run over there for? And she was like,
oh no, I just went over there to get the liquor bottle.
Girl, no you didn't, because you had to look about it on your hand the whole time, because the dude that was in your face was asking you for something. So why is you capping? You went to get your jacket because you was about to haul ass. That's what she was about to do. Haul ass. That's what she was about to do. You didn't go, like, she was trying to front, like she wasn't about to leave them. That happened or whatever. The bouncer, they wound up getting everything straight. They dragged dude out the club because he was really drunk and he was wilding out. So they dragged dude out the club. They made his friends leave. We all go outside. We trying to get a break or whatever. Not a break, but a little breather. I'm not really trying to get a breather because I didn't do anything. But they trying to get a little breather. We trying to just calm Trouble down. We trying to calm Hazel down, because Hazel, she is mad as ever, because I'm not gonna lie, Hazel, she was bullied a lot. Like, growing up, that's why she used to fight all the time, and then Trouble used to have to fight for her too. She used to get bullied a lot for having the birthmark on her face, just for being dark. Like, she, you know, and that's when she just started beating people out, and people started respecting her. Like, you know what, we ain't gonna bother her no more. Like, yeah, she was butterfingering your ass up, calling her all types of chocolate balls and stuff. Like, they used to be wilding out. Like, but anyway, that happened or whatever. Like I said, we go outside, we get a little breather or whatever. We smoke our little L. We just like, alright, so we basically calming down. So Trouble, she go over there with the dude again that she just met. And they sitting over there all kissy, huggy, all up in the thing, a little smiling and all that. So I'm just like, oh, they just blowing my eyes. Like, at this point, I'm just ready to go. Like, I don't know what it was, but I was just missing my man. Like, I just missed my man. I wanted to go home and be with my man. I wanted to go home and be with my kids. I just wanted to go home. Like, it was giving, like, it was fun while it lasted, and now I want to go, because I don't know if them dudes gonna come back and retaliate and in a club out. I don't know what's finna happen. Like, I was kind of nervous. Like, I didn't want to stay, but I knew it wasn't that serious. But at the same time, we don't know what a drunk person finna do. So I still was like, yeah, I'm just want to go. Like, and Trouble like,
no girl, it's my birthday. Like, we still finna turn it up. We still got half a bottle. It still don't close into 2 hours. We good. We gonna do our thing.
Like, they just hyping me up to stay or whatever, because I was ready to go, and Angel was ready to go too, her scary self. But yeah, they just hyping me up like, oh no, just stay, just celebrate the birthday. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna stay. So we go back in the club or whatever. Everything is going good. Trouble, she just come up to us and she telling us how she about to leave with old dude. So we saying here, like, what you mean you finna leave with old dude? Like, you just got me to stay on your birthday, and now you finna bounce with this dude that you literally just met. Do you even know this dude name? Like, because Trouble, I told you, we was already pre-game before we even got to the club. So Trouble was already lit like a teddy. Like, she wasn't pre-gaming the whole time with us, because remember, we had to wait like an hour for her to pull up to the crib. Like, because when we got to the second house, that's when she had took 45 minutes in the cab. So it's like, she still pre-game before we left. Even in the cabs on the way there, like, we was ready pre-game. So we was all kind of like all for our ASS, if you know what I mean. We was already a little off it or whatever. So I'm like, what you mean you leaving with a dude that you don't even know? Like, girl, like, do you even know his name? Like, we asking all this stuff, like, what's his name, what's his address, what's this, what's that? Like, and dude, he is lit. Like, when I say he is lit, he is drunk, he is stumbling and all types of stuff. Like, it's crazy, because we even got his ID card. That's how we knew where he lived. Listen, I'm going too far. I'm going too fast. But we even got his ID card, because we was like, hold on, we trying to figure out what. So we snapped the picture like, girl, just in case you end up on the side of the highway, just in case you end up missing, we know who to go to, because we don't even know this man. We just met this dude. Like, okay, he looks like a good person in the club or whatever, but people change faces outside. People go home and turn into different people. He could just be prying you into something. We didn't really know. So we was basically trying to convince Trouble, like, no, don't go with him. You don't even know him. Like, at least take his number, get to know him. Like, at least FaceTime, you know, meet up on lunch, public places, stuff like that. But Trouble, one thing about Trouble, when she made up her mind, she was going with it. She's telling us,
this is my birthday. I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it. And y'all not gonna do nothing. Y'all not gonna tell me nothing.
And I didn't want them hands, so I minded my business. Okay, you're going, but why would you convince me to stay for your birthday if you're leaving? I could have been left, because I miss my man. Not dude you just met at the club. It's crazy how you could leave with dude you just met at the club, but I can't go home and leave my man. But yeah, whatever. I want to go home and beat Blue up, because why would you get me to go out with these people? Like, I know they your sisters or whatever, but I was trying to be nice. I was trying to give myself a good time. But it's like, it was just, I knew this night was just going to end up bad. Like, the night was going great so far. Besides the little fight, everything was still good. But I just knew the night was going to end up bad, y'all. Because we was too lit, y'all. We was too drunk. I'm telling y'all. So, that happens over there, right? With Trouble and Jewel, they leave or whatever, right? So, they bounce. It's still me. It's Angel. It's Hazel and his friend. We still in the club. Club is about to close soon. Anyway, we go outside. We finish our little drink, and we decide, alright, so we finna part ways and we gonna go home. So friend and Hazel, they going both to the same house. They going to Hazel house and spend the night at Hazel house, right? Me and Angel, of course, I said we live basically on the same block, so we gonna get in the cab by ourselves and we gonna go home. So I call Blue, whatever. I'm telling him, like, listen, I'm finna be on the way. Like, everything good, everything copacetic. He basically asked me how my night went or whatever. Was everything good? And I'm just like, yeah. Like, I didn't even tell him about the fight yet, because I was just like, I'm gonna break all that down when I get home. Like, I'm gonna give my boo the tea. Like, one thing about me and Blue, we gossip like females together. Like, when I say best friend, I mean best friend. Like, we gossip like crazy stuff. Like, I would tell my man about how this fight went down. Like, and I didn't even help. Like, what? Like, he gonna be like, girl, good, because, you know, you just got your nails done. You know, I hate breaking the nail. One thing about it, breaking a nail, oh no, Blue made sure them nails stay done. Breaking nail where? Oh, okay, all right, but no. Yes, I was like, yeah, I just can't wait to get home. So we basically hang up with the phone or whatever. So we telling each other bye or whatever. We saying bye to Hazel and a friend or whatever, and we finna take a cab. As soon as we start flagging down to take a cab or whatever, y'all, Trouble called Hazel's phone and she is just going off. She is like,
yo, this dude not letting me leave. He won't give me my stuff. I'm gonna get them in this house. I'm gonna
like, I can't say it because YouTube just doing too much, but she just basically telling what she gonna do to him, and he won't give the stuff. And we like, oh my god, like, what happened? Like, she just like,
oh, I need y'all to pull up. Just pull up. He not letting me leave. He not letting me leave.
Mind you, we already got the picture where this stay. We already got the ID. We snapped the ID picture. We don't got the physical ID, but we snapped the picture. We know where he live. We in a panic. I'm not gonna lie, because we didn't know how far things went. We didn't know what was going on, why he not letting her leave. Like, they both was so drunk, but he was more drunk than she was. Like, he was stumbling drunk. Like, I think without her, he would not have gotten to his house. She was a little drunk too, but she was more so, but he was. So I'm just like, oh my god, like, I'm just kind of in a panic, because I just told Blue, like, we on the way home, but then I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, like, what to do? So when we in the cab, we on the way to do house. So I called Blue. I'm like, listen, I don't know what's going on, but just since the Trouble called, she said to dude that he won't let her leave, so Blue like,
what do?
I'm like, I don't know, she left with a dude in the club. He like,
what you mean she left with a dude?
like, listen, you asking all the wrong questions right now. Like, I can explain all that when we get home. I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. So Blue, he just like,
she probably did something dumb. She always doing something dumb.
And I'm just like, what you mean? Like, what you mean? Like, and he was not elaborating, and I was just like, but Blue, what you mean? And he still was not elaborating. So I was just like, oh my god, like, I'm scared, like, what to do? Like, oh my god, like, I didn't know. So we just in the cab. So I basically hang up with him or whatever. He's telling me to call him back when we get over there or whatever. He's basically telling us though, like, don't go upstairs, don't go to nobody's house. But if she just called and said she's trapped, like, he doesn't let her leave, we don't really know what's going on. So y'all, we get all the way to the destination. We run upstairs. I never forget that it was on the 4th floor, because we ran up 4 flights, and by the time I got to the 4th flight, I couldn't breathe. I was like, I just remember that so vividly, that we ran up 4 flights of steps. So we ran up 4 flights. By the time we get up to the 4th flights, I don't know how nobody on this floor called the police, because as soon as we was running up, we got to maybe the 3rd floor, and we heard Trouble yelling like,
I'ma do this to you, I'ma do this, watch this.
She yelling at the top of her lungs. So like I said, I'm trying to gain my breath. The sisters, they all running to the door. They try to see what's going on. So now they banging on the door, right? Trouble, she snatches open the front door. So I was expecting the dude to open the front door, because this is his house. But Trouble opened the front door, y'all. We go inside, y'all. Trouble is butt naked. When I say butt naked, like, Trouble is butt naked. Got the bush all out. Mind you, Trouble skinny. Trouble skinny and she tall. Feel me? She got the bush all out. She had the little rings in. And she was just butt naked. Like, where's your clothes, mamas? Where's your stuff? Like, what do you have going on? So she just screaming like,
he won't let me leave. He won't give me my stuff. He won't give me my stuff.
So I'm like, well, where's he at? We all asking random different questions like, what happened? Where's he at? How did it go from boo loving in the club to you butt naked? Like, what happened? So we hear the dude yelling from the other room, but it sounded like it was a muffled yell. So we like, what the hell is going on? Like, why he not out here? So I go over to the door and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, hello? And he's just like,
She's trying to rob me. She's trying to rob me. She's trying to take my stuff, so I'm not giving her clothes until she give me my phone back. I'm not giving her clothes until she give me my phone back.
so you trying to take his phone? Like, we trying to figure out what's going on. Like, we don't know, y'all. We just got here. We don't know what's going on. We just know they was boo loving in the club, and now she called and she said he won't let her leave, but he's the one barricaded in the room. Like, he's in his room talking to us, screaming through the door. So I'm just like, why is he screaming through the door? Like, she runs to the door, she's banging on the door trying to get in. Oh, I'm gonna F you up, I'm gonna do this. So he's like, oh, you better not leave with my phone. You're a thief. You're a thief. She's like,
You're mad, nigga. You're mad. That's why I stole all your money. That's why I stole all your money. You're tight. You're tight. You thought you was gonna do this and do that. You thought you was gonna play me. You thought you was only gonna pay me this, that, and that.
and I'm just like, pay you what? Pay you what? What you mean? What you talking about? Like, what you talking about? Pay you at? Pay you who? Pay you where? Pay for what? What service was you performing? Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. They still going back and forth. He's barricading the room. She keep pushing the door trying to get in. She's mad skinny, is not helping because he was a little bigger. So at this point, y'all, I'm just telling them, I'm like, listen, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm ready to go. Like, we in a whole dude's house. He's a stranger. We don't know him from nowhere. We don't know if he got backup coming on the way. We don't know if his peoples is on the way. We don't know if somebody called the cops, because you could hear all of this commotion through the thing. Like, these is low apartments. People hear all this commotion through the window. People hear it through the door. People hear it through the walls, through the ceiling. Like, y'all know how New York is. Like, I don't understand why we here in a random dude's house that we don't know. We just met at the club. He could come out the room with an AK. Like, he could come out with all types of stuff. Like, he could do whatever he want to do to us in his own spot. Like, so I was feeling weird. I said, yo, I don't want to be here, and I don't know what she on. Like, she's tripping. She's butt naked, like, just normal, like, just running back and forth, keep trying to get in his door, then running back to the kitchen. It's crazy. So Angel, she goes to the door. She's trying to talk to the man. She's like, listen, I got the phone. I'm gonna get the phone back from my sister. Can you just give her clothes so we can go? We are ready to go. So she goes to the sister or whatever. She's telling her to give her the phone. Trouble, she's rowdy. She's not trying to give her the phone. She's pushing her or whatever. So we finally get the phone from, I'm not gonna say we, because I didn't touch nobody. I didn't touch nothing. Y'all was gonna find my fingerprints in there if anything happened. I was never there. Like, I wasn't going out like that. I was just trying to go home to my man and my kids. That's all I was trying to do. Like, I understand it's your birthday, Trouble, but I never signed up for being at somebody's house butt naked. I never signed up for this. I never signed up for this. We was about to get in the cab and go to our house. We didn't sign up for this. This is too much for one night. This is too much for one night, okay? We all confused, but we finally get the phone from her. So we like, listen, we got the phone. Can you just give us the clothes? And the dude, he opened the door. He comes out or whatever. He gives Angel the clothes and she gives him the phone. Trouble, she's putting on her clothes. The dude comes out. He's basically telling us like, listen, y'all gotta get out of my house. I don't know what's up with her. She got here, she just went off the wire. She started tripping out and I don't know what's wrong with her. And she was like, nah,
you was trying to play me. You ain't trying to play me. You ain't about to play me.
They start fighting again, y'all. When I tell you they start fighting again, y'all, they are going blow for blow. I told y'all already, Trouble, she could get it in. She could get it in. But the thing is, this time, y'all, Hazel was there too. So Hazel, she jumped in the fight. Y'all, they both fighting this dude. Like, some big dude. I'm not fighting. Listen, Yo, when I tell you I was so upset, I am not gonna lie. Like, I literally turned around. I told Angel, bro, I'm out of here. Like, y'all tripping. Y'all finna go to jail. I don't know what she on. Like, bro, she snatched the dude chain off his neck. He is screaming like,
give me my chain. That's my son's chain. Give me my chain. That's my son's chain.
like, he's going in. And she is just taking stuff. Like, messing up his house. Like, trouble, she was on one. I don't know what the hell she was on, but I know what I was on. I was off that. I left, y'all. I don't care how y'all may sound. I don't care how y'all may feel. I don't care who in the comments talking about, oh, I would have never did this, or I would have did that. Listen, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. People always talking about, oh, what they would have did, what they wouldn't have. Listen, I left. I don't care. Not my problem, not my situation. I came and I showed love. I came and celebrated with you on your birthday. Everything was good. The night was great. It was a one little incident. Y'all had a little scuffle with the dude in the club. Everything was still good. Everything was still safe. Now you got us at a stranger's house that we just met tonight. We didn't even met him. You met him. You met him. All we did was see his face. Like, we at this whole stranger's house on the 4th floor, not knowing who this dude is, and you just sit here stealing stuff, grabbing stuff, holding stuff hostage, running back and forth butt naked. Like, I don't know why she was just butt naked. Like, it was just so weird. Like, I don't know. But that happened or whatever. Listen, I left them in there fighting. Like, I was out. I left all of them. I don't know how nobody got home. I don't know how people was safe. I don't know what happened with the man. I don't know nothing. Did I call authorities? No, I didn't. I minded my business. Listen, I don't got nothing to do with none of that. Like, I wasn't there. I'm not with that. I'm not in that. So, like I said again, I don't care what nobody say. I left. I left all of them. Don't care. So I jumps in the cab, flags me a cab down, and I go home to my man and the kids. So I basically tell him everything that happened. So he's now calling off the hook, trying to figure out what's going on. He calls Angel and them. So mind you, they had all left. So I don't know how they calmed her down. They really didn't explain that, but they had all wound up leaving the dual house or whatever. So all they said was they was basically mad at Trouble, and Angel, Hazel, and all of them was agreeing like, oh, Trouble was doing too much, but at the same time, like, that was a dude, so I wasn't gonna let him just hit on my sister. So that's the only reason why Hazel says she jumped in. But everybody was saying the same thing, like, Trouble was just wilding out. She was doing too much for no reason, and basically when they calmed her down, she left or whatever. They found out that she has took the chain, and she took his phone, and she did take his money. But the money, I guess it was already spent. I don't know. But the chain and the phone, the next day after that whole situation, Trouble had wound up going to jail for the situation, because the phone, you know, when the iPhones had just started really popping or whatever, the phone had a tracker on it. So they had tracked her back. Mind you, she was on Facebook talking mad stuff like,
yeah, just caught a link, this, that, and the third.
like, she was just going in. She thought she was so cute with it. And then it's crazy because before she even went to jail, Blue had wound up getting in contact with her, and he was asking her like, what did you do all of that for? Like, it was your birthday. Why you always doing too much? Like, what's going on with you? Just why nobody don't like hanging out with you? Just why you don't have friends? I guess this is why she invited me. Out of all people, I don't even hang out with that girl. Like I said, when we grew up, like, I wasn't even y'all age range. I couldn't even hang out with y'all and do the same things y'all did. So I was trying to figure out why she invited me, why I was one of the ones she invited. Like, because it was just her sisters, her one friend, and me. Like, where was all your other friends? Like, I would just, I don't know. But I'm like, so you been knew? I'm telling Blue, like, so you been knew she did too much and you still told me to go? I would have said no. Like, your sister really was putting people in danger that night. Like, I don't even understand. Like, the whole night was great. She ain't put nobody in danger until she left with the old dude. We didn't know who dude was, and we kept telling her, like, you sure you want to do this? Come to find out, the girl was hied up, y'all. Like, yo, Blue told me, like, I'm still shocked to this day because she's still on the stuff to this day. But Blue told me, mind you, this girl is like a few years older than me. So I'm what, 29, she gotta be what, 33, 34, right? Blue told me the girl was sniffed out and she was piped out. Like, the 2 C's, you know, the ones from the 80s. The Coca-Cola and chiropractor cracking, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to say it without YouTube like trying to like hate on me. Cause yeah. But y'all know, like, anyway, Blue told me she was on the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, I looked at her. I mean, she was off it. She was off the liquor or whatever because we was drunk. He's like, no.
She was off the stuff. I'm telling you, my sister.
I'm like, no, I'm telling you, she young. She young. She real young. She not off that stuff. She don't look like it or none of that. She not none of that. Like, and he like,
I'm telling you, she was off it.
Y'all, I wound up speaking to Angel. Angel told me the same thing.
Yeah. You know she off that stuff, yeah. For her to be so young, I don't know why she off that stuff. I thought she would chill tonight because it was her birthday, but she...
So everybody knew she was off the stuff but me. Everybody knew. This is why she was boo loving with the dude. This is why she was so calm. This is why she was just so flirtatious. This is why she was just such having a good time. And then at the end of the night, she just tripped out. Like, oh, this Ben was her plan. Like, I don't get it. Because she really had that dude hostage in his own house, barricaded in his own room, scared for his life, holding her clothes hostage, and she running back and forth butt naked. Just... I'm telling you, butt naked. They didn't care who was seeing her. She just walking around talking to us like,
he better give me my before I get the crib up. I'll burn this crib down. I'll burn.
You gonna burn the crib down with us in it? That's why I left them all in the house. I don't care how they got home. I don't care. Like, you talking about burning the crib down and we in here. You talking about doing all this dangerous stuff. Why? Because that man don't want to let you steal his phone. Because that man want his money back. Because that man don't want you to steal. Because that man want his hard-earned chain that he worked hard for. And he just said it's his son's chain. And you did not listen. And they tracked your ass down the next day and locked you up and you went to jail. And I did not feel bad about that. Because I was like, Trouble, you is nothing but trouble. And that's why I named you Trouble. And it's crazy because the reason why I told this story, because one, I had posted a picture on my community tab a couple months ago. Now I know y'all all gonna go down and y'all gonna look for it. Y'all gonna try to see which one is Trouble, right? Let's just say Trouble is not light skinned. She's not light skinned. I was like, since I did the little other club story the other day, I might as well throw this in there since we're telling club stories, because this was a good little club scenario that happened or whatever, and it still sticks with me to this day because I cannot believe how wide-eyed and butt naked that girl was running back and forth. Like, the girl that we was chilling with in the club, Trouble, was not the Trouble that we went to that 4th floor and she was in that man's apartment. That was not the same Trouble. I'm spooking myself out just saying that because it's giving me like Zeman vibes, but that was not the same Trouble. Like, when I tell you she totally took that mask off from when she was in the club, I don't know if they went to the crib and they was getting into their mood and then she started the little sniffy or the little smoking or whatever, and then she started wailing out, or if she was sniffing the whole night. But I don't think she was doing none of that the whole night, because I would have noticed, right? Probably I would have noticed because I don't do it like the hell. But it was just crazy how she was there. But yeah, y'all, this is why I'm not going out with females no more. And then, you know, I always told myself I wasn't going to go out with females after that night. And then the story time that I just told happened when Renee and all of them. So I still went out with females that embarrassed me. But these females, they was kind of cool until she was running. I still can't believe how back and forth she was running like a freaking demon. Like, just running back and forth in the man's house butt naked. Like, she didn't even care we was seeing her, nothing. She was just okay with it. Like, she was just like, I want my stuff. I want my stuff. Like, yo, she was so adamant on she's taking his phone. Like, I want this phone. Like, this is going to be my phone. And she didn't even have a bad phone. So I didn't know what she did all that for. But she was not letting that phone go. She was like, this is going to be my phone. I want this phone. And ain't nobody telling me nothing until I get this phone. And he kept trying to explain, this is my phone, girl. Like, you're not taking my phone. And then when they was fighting, she snatched that chain. He was like, it's my grandmama chain. My grandmama gave me that chain. My grandmama gave me that chain. Now I know y'all like, y'all sitting here like, yeah, so if he would have did this and that and the third to your friend, listen, she wasn't my friend. I said we grew up around the same neighborhood, you know, we said our little words. I did go out because it was the birthday, but I really was with Angel, you know, the older mature sister who wasn't with none of the dumb stuff. Like, yeah, she was the little peacemaker, but me, I'm not that. I'm not that. I left. I went home to the point Blue was mad. He was like, why you just left and you didn't see what happened or what was going on? No, because I'm not going to be on the blunt end of that. I need to be home with my kids. I'm not going to see what happens. I don't know if his people went away. I don't know if they coming to pack us up. Maybe I was gone. I was gone because I didn't have nothing to do with that. Nothing at all. But yeah, y'all. That is basically the end of the story time. If you like the story, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow all of my social medias. Because what? Because I said so. Alright.